March wide. Now we're going to hold the leg, circle the arm. Bring the arm forward. And march. 4, 3, 2, reach up. Two steps right. And 4, 3, 2, just press the arms up. 4, 3, 2, reach up. Curl the legs. Really squeeze into the back. Now swing. Four, 3, 2, step together. Good. 4, 3, 2, knee lift. Four, 3, 2. We're going to reach under the knee. Four, 3, 2. Now squat. We have 8 more. Four, 3, 2. Now heel front. Low kick if you want. Tap out to the side. Four, 3, 2, just the right side. Arm comes up. Four, 3, 2, and release. We're going to march left side. Tap out left only. 4, 3, 2, tap out right and left. With or without a little hop in between. Across. Four, 3, 2, leg lift. 4, 3, 2, fast feet. Let the upper body go. 4, 3, 2, try out and in. 4, 3, 2, march right. Squat out right, left, out wide, pushing the weight, back in the heels. Now we're going to reach low, up. Breath in, blow out. 4, 3, 2, and march. 4, 3, 2, wide. Hold the legs, jabs. Abs are in. 4, 3, 2, uppercuts. Keep the core nice and tight. Knees soft. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lunge to the right. In, left, up, right, up, left, up. Pushing the weight back. Lower, reach towards the knee or the floor. Make it a little bit bigger. 4, each side. One more. And march. 4, 3, 2, kick. So it can be low, or even stay with the heel if you want. You can kick towards the knee, or a little bit higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and march. Out wide. Step together. This time a little bit lower. Maybe a little hop. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and march. We're going to take that right leg back. You can either just step back or be in a lunge position. Drive that knee up. You can pause. You could tap back and lift, or lunge, lift, or lunge, hop up. And you can alternate between a high and a low move. So you can add a hop for a few, or just down and lift, or even tap and lift. You just keep the abs in, standing knees soft, and rest. 4, 3, 2, little twist. Or you could step side, side, if you don't want to twist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Left leg, either lunge or tap back and lift. 3, 2, and go. So you can really practice that balance. Going a little slower maybe. Blow your breath out as you lift up. Breath in on the way down. Last one. And rest. Work it out. All right, now we're going to do all the next moves are 45 seconds. So the first section, 45 seconds, jumping jacks, where those tap out. The second 45 seconds, hands behind the head, knees slightly bent. We're going to hinge and lift, hinge and lift. You can do it with a weight for those jacks if you want, probably a light weight. If you decide to use a weight, you don't have to. And then we're going to combine 4 jacks, 1 hinge forward for the last round, and then we're going to go to the floor or a move on the mat or on your carpet, whatever. All right, so 45 seconds, jumping jacks first. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. So you can even, if you're using a weight, tap out or a little step out if you want to add the weight, but maybe it's too much for the jump. Only 45 seconds. Breathe through it. It's only about 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Hands behind the head, knees soft, hinge forward, hinge and lift. So you're just tipping forward from the hip, kind of like we did the other night. So good morning and lift. Nice flat back. Knees can be slightly bent. Keeping the hands behind the head also helps. The nice thing about 45 seconds is you go at your own pace and do what you can in the 45 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Now, we're going to combine moves. 4 jumping jacks, 1 good morning, and repeat for the 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and begin. 4 jacks, hands behind the head, hinge. 4 jacks. You can slow it down on those hinges forward. Make sure you're in position. Good. Keep working the whole time. You can go a little quicker than the music if you want. Or you can go straight up or out. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. I like this. We're going to go to the floor on our back. Knees are going to be bent. We're going to take one foot to the floor, the other arm comes overhead. So opposite arm and leg. And 3, 2, 1, and begin. So opposite arm and leg. So opposite arm and leg. Tap. So when the one foot taps down, the opposite arm extends long. And release. Try to keep that low back in contact with the floor. Keep the abs pulled in. Go at your own pace. And try not to think too much about it. That's when you always mess up. That's when I mess up. 3, 2, and release. And come back up. Next move, wide knee. So we're going to take the arms out to the side. We're going to do wide knee, 20 seconds. So the arms are out, you're going to reach in towards the knee. 20 seconds, alternating sides. The next part, toe is out, you're going to hinge forward. And then this foot comes in, this one comes out. You reach to the other side for that windmill. Then we combine 4 knees, the windmill, 4 knees, and the other side. Right, so this, if you wanted to use weights, you could. I would suggest light if the arms are out wide. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So it's tap in, tap in. Sometimes it's too much for the weight. Especially if the arms out, just tap in and maybe go a little bit quicker. If you really want more of the cardio, and really squeeze in. And switch, good side, squeeze in. Breathe as you bring that in, really squeeze it in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to start with that right toe out, left face is forward, you reach over, and come up. And then you switch position, reach over, and lift. Here we go. Reach over, and release. So you're leaning over, arm is up, so it's a nice long line. So try not to let your shoulder roll forward, sit back nice and long. And switch to each side. Again, taking it at your own pace. Really feeling that stretch and extension. You go over to the side. If you're in position, then reach over. And lean over and try to reach towards the ankle. Okay, if you don't come all the way over. Even if you reach towards the knee. One more each side. And rest. Alright, now we're going to do 4 knees. And then do that hinge. So it'll be 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the toes out. Reach over and up. And then 4, 3, 2, 1. Go out, reach, and repeat. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and begin. 4, 3, 2, 1, reach, and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, turn, reach, and lift. So you want to try to go full intensity. It's only 45 seconds, but you still want to keep good form. Yes? If you forget what you're doing, just do something. Only one more of the side. You need to switch sides. Or if you're already done, you can stretch it out and release. All right, we're going to go to a side plank, turn and reach. So you could be on the floor, nice long plank, turn and reach, come back to center, turn and reach. You can also do it on the knees. Turn, that one knee can stay on the floor, come back to center, turn, the other knee can come on the floor. In 3, 2, and begin. So plank, and just turn, you pause for a second, come back. With that nice long plank, and you just keep alternating Really reaching up, keeping everything in line with hips. This long reach, abs tight. Lots of muscle groups working here at once. Keep working, going side to side. It's okay, no need to rush through it. Blow your breath out as you turn. Your wrist is supported. Hands right underneath shoulders. You can even turn the hand out a little. And rest. All right. You can shake it out. Next move. We're going to shuffle, reach, shuffle, reach, shuffle, reach, or 2 steps, reach, 45 seconds. And then we're going to take it to a lat lunge and in, lateral lunge and lift. Second or last part is shuffle, and then we're going to go into that lunge, shuffle, into the lunge. So we're going to combine. All right, in 3, 2, 1, shuffle, reach. 1, 2, 3, reach. 1, 2, 3, reach. So you can go high and low. Not your waist high and low if you want. Or step together, step reach. Step together, step reach. Be pushing with that wall. And a little shuffle reach. Depending on how much space you have, the shuffle gets a little small. A little too far without punching the wall. Push through. The music gets faster. Don't feel pressured to stay with the music and rest. You can always stay at your own pace. Lateral lunge. Next, in 3, 2, and begin. Side lunge and lift. Side lunge and lift. If you wanted to add weight, side lunge, press up. Side lunge, press. You can even do the same move without weights and still do stuff. Lift. Now you can reach towards the knee and press up, or you can reach all the way to the floor and lift. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're going to combine shuffle and that side lunge, up, shuffle, side lunge. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Shuffle, lunge, little shuffle, lunge, shuffle, lunge. Lunge. My legs are long, so I'm going to go side to side, shuffle, lunge. So you're going high and low automatically because you're going into that side lunge. Don't push the weight. Back in the heels. Woo! You got it. Keep going. Breathe through. You only have about 5 more seconds. And rest. Nice. And we're going to go onto the floor for a bicycle. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. So on that third one, and a full hold. So after this one, we'll take a break and get some water. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. On that hold, try to think about really lifting shoulder towards that knee. You always want to lead with the shoulder. 1, 2, hold. Breathe. At your own pace. But you want to work hard for this 45 seconds because you only do most of these moves only once. And it's only 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. We'll grab a sip of water. I'll give you maybe a minute here. Get some water. Stretch it out if you need to. The next part is going to be one knee. So we're going to be balancing on the left, bringing that knee in forward rather than out to the side like we did. 20 seconds each side. Then we're going to lunge back, arms are up. We're going to turn towards where that front knee is and come back in. And then we're going to combine 4 knees, lunge, and turn. So first move, knee comes in, about 20 seconds, and we switch to the other side. So we have like a cardio, strength lengthener, and a core move in each section. And we only have like 3 sections and maybe one other thing so that we can have enough time to stretch, because I want to try to get like 2 minutes into stretch. All right, so 20 seconds, one knee in. Start in whichever leg you want, and 3, 2, 1, and begin. So you can pull, ease it in. You can also just tap in if you don't want to bring the knee in, pull it in. Or you can also add that weight, maybe one single weight. Maybe you won't go as fast with the weight, depending on how heavy it is. You can also use a water bottle. 3, 2, switch. Right in. Switch right over to the other side. Make sure standing knee is slightly bent. Squeeze it in. The first 20 seconds go slow. Sometimes I know it seems longer on the other side, but it's not. It's just that we've been working longer. 3, 2, and rest. All right, we're gonna lunge and twist. Arms are up. Again, you can have a weight. We're gonna lunge back right, twist to the left, lunge back left, turn to the right. Breathe, down, turn, and in. Down, turn, and in. Of course, if I'm moving too quick, pull it down. I like to try to work as effectively as I can in that 45 seconds. No time to wait, right? Breathe, you have that turn. If it gets to be too much with the arms, you can stay here and just keep them on top of the elbows and turn. You're still working through that core. That's the idea. And rest. All right, now we're going to combine. So we'll do 4 knees. And we're going to lunge back, twist, and repeat on the other side. Okay. And 3, 2, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lunge back, turn, and again, step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lunge back, turn, and begin. Again, you can go at your own pace. We're combining the moves, so you want to work nice and hard for that 45 seconds. And breathe. Abs tight. You almost kind of get a rhythm after a little bit. Last one. And rest. Nice. We're going to go to the floor. And it looks like this. Again, the knees. You're going to bring the knees up off the floor. You could bring one knee in, the other knee in, or tap, tap, tap. So you're kind of bringing the knee slightly in at an angle. You tap with the opposite hand. It's just a little bit more work. Otherwise, just bring the knee in. All right. 3, 2, 1. and begin. So you're on hands and knees. You lift the knees up slightly, and then bring it in. Turn. So you think about reaching towards the opposite elbow, still trying to stay low in that bear position. And then if you want to add your hand, a little more balance and control. So you might not be able to do as many, which is fine. If it feels uncomfortable, just bring the knee in. And breathe. Blow your breath out as you bring the knee in. And try to stay balanced. Abs are tight, that helps. Pull it in. 3, 2, and rest. And stretch it out. All right, next move is a Heisman. It could be in place. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can move to the side as you get the feel of the move. And then it's single leg deadlift, so that it can be one toe behind, reach, bring it in, reach, bring it in, or extend the leg, extend the leg, and then we'll combine like we did with the other one. Okay, and then we're gonna do something on our back, and one last move, I think. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, hold, and 3, 2, 1, and begin. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and really squeeze in as you go side to side. Again, if you don't want to move side to side, you can even step knee, step together knee, and crunch in. It's really about that crunch here and that hold, and it adds a little balance challenge. 1, 2, hold. And then if I keep talking, you won't realize how long, 45 seconds. I mean how short, 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, deadlift. If you need to stay with both, you can always keep both feet here, hinge forward and lift. You can keep a slight bend in the knee, or try single leg. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. Deadlift, and release. So you might want to go slow so you can catch your balance. Standing knee is soft, that will help you to balance. You can alternate side to side. About the balance and control here. The core nice and tight, and then keeping the standing knee slightly bent. Let your breath out. You extend. Really try to control it. You can bring the hands to the floor just to tap down to give you that control if you need. Or try to do it without, and rest. All right, now it's going to be 1, 2, hold, and hinge. 1, 2, hold, and hinge. So that's how we're going to combine. Again, in place or moving. Once you get to that moving, it might get a little tricky, so just work through it. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, hold, and that deadlift. 1, 2, hold, and then you hinge forward. 2, hold, and hinge, and hinge. So you have to really get your balance. And once you're balanced here, then you have to move right over into that deadlift. It takes a lot of control. That's what you got to work on, that balance. Control, even in place, that knee up, and hinge. 1, 2, 3, and hinge. Even if you just marched it, you could do that. Last one. And rest. All right, we're going to go to the floor on our back. That looks like this. You're going to crunch in, reach towards the outside of your foot, outside of the other foot, and then crunch into the center and release. Side, side, crunch, and release. 3, 2, and begin. So it's side, side, crunch, and release. Side, side. So you're really reaching towards the outside of that foot. You can tuck the chin in so you don't hurt your neck. Side, side, crunch in, side, side. Breathe through it. And through the obliques. Really crunching in. Side, side, crunch. 3, 2, and rest. All right, next block is a burpee, and then it's plank, step the foot in. So it's gonna look like this. You could squat, hands to the floor, step back, step burpee, and step in and up. The second part is walk that one foot in towards your hand and back, the other hand, or the other foot in towards the hand and back. So then we're going to combine one burpee, step in, back and up. Oh, we're doing good, we're doing good. Okay, burpee first. You don't have to rush through it, 45 seconds, so start with maybe just a step back. If you don't want to come to the floor at all, you could squat down, remember tap back, and then you can press up and come up on toes. In 3, 2, 1, go. Squat down, tap back, and come in, press up. You can just come up on toes, back, and in, press up, or if you're ready, have that little hop and a jump up at the top, or you could go low here, step in, then a jump up, back, in, and up, step back, in, and up. I think I'll need to jump back because I can't do jump back. At least not with my hands. Down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're going to go to that plank. Bring one foot in each side, and then if you want to just hold in plank and not bring the foot in, okay, do some choice. All right, 3, 2, and begin. You're in plank. Bring that foot in, step back. Bring the foot in, step back. In. You can also jump to the other side. So as you get working through this, you'll see you don't really need to jump. Keep that heart rate up. In. You got it. Last 5 seconds. And rest. You can roll out the wrist a little. Shake it out before we combine. One burpee. So you step back. Bring one foot in, the other foot in, and then you can come up. So just combining these 3 moves. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squat down, jump back, foot in, and up, back, one foot, you can step in, and up. So just cue how much intensity you put into it. So even if you take it low impact, where I step back, step forward, step in and up, I'm still getting my heart rate up. I'm still breathing hard, but I'm still working. Yes, down and up. 2, and rest. Whew. All right, a little stretch. Together, we have one last thing, but it's only 30 seconds. It's gonna either be step out and in, step out and in, or squat out, jump in. Whew. All right, and 3, 2, 1, let's go. Out, out. This is too much. After the burpee, you step in, just step it out. So you can wait. Step out, a little hop, step out, or just keep going side to side. 30 seconds. It's gonna go quick. Last push. Go. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. So now, you want to recover, maybe little step touches, maybe even some arm circles while we're standing. Roll out your wrist. This is from the burpees if that bothered you, or the plank. You can even tap out, maybe some leg curls. Grab a sip of water. But before we come to the floor, you want to really slow it down before you come down and stretch. So walk it out, cover. Nice work. Let's change the music. So even if you keep things low impact, you can really get your heart rate up. Let's see. Make sure you get some water. All right, we're going to come to a seated position. So you can take your shoes off if you want. And if you need a mat, make sure you have that. And we're going to start seated. And you can sit however it feels comfortable for you. So sometimes even just rocking side to side a little, just to release any tension you feel in your hips or your glutes. And then relax the shoulders a little. Take a nice deep breath up. Relax and open as you blow it out. Now we're going to tip our right ear to shoulder and just kind of let it lean over to the side. If you want, you can add that right hand on top of the head and gently press over so you're stretching along the left side. So stay lifted, try not to sink down. Stay up nice and tall as you lean over, or as the head leans over. A nice deep breath. And with each deep breath, you want to try to relax that left shoulder down a little bit more. You can even let the hand come to the floor if you feel like you have tension with it on your knee. Then we're going to release that right hand, bring the head back to center, and just look right and left. Look right and left. 2 more times. And then hold center. We're going to tip left ear to shoulder. Just let that kind of relax, let it just happen. And then if you want, add that left hand on top of the head and breathe into it. As you're breathing and stretching, just notice where you feel any tension. Let that go. And then we're going to release the hand, bring the head back to center. We're going to bring the hands behind the head. You can kind of clasp the hands if you want. You're going to tuck the chin towards the chest and then bring the arms or elbows in close together. So you're stretching through back of neck and shoulders. Still staying tall. Just try not to sink down. Stay lifted. Just drop the chin to chest. And then you can release the hands and then bring the head back up. Look to the left and the right, and then the left, the right, and back to center. We're going to come over to hands and knees. So hands are right underneath shoulders, knees under hips. We're just really going to scoop in, really squeeze up. And then release and let it go. You kind of make your chin go slightly forward so you really lengthen. And then again, curl and stretch. And then release and look forward. 2 more times, really scoop in. So each time, maybe even stretch a little bit more through upper back, low back. And then release and really extend. Last time. From here, we're going to take that right shoulder to the floor and just followed by the ear. You can let that shoulder relax down, and the left hand can come forward or just rest near you. If you want, you could also reach that hand up and away. Wherever you really feel the stretch. You want to really stretch on that right side, so you don't want to worry about the left arm. You can just reach that arm forward. And then we're going to lift, reach that arm up and away, and then bring it back down. Then the left arm, we're going to thread under, let that shoulder come to the floor, followed by the ear. The arm can come up, or the right hand can just rest on the floor. Nice deep breath. And then we're going to slowly press up and lift that left arm up, stretch it open. And then slowly bring it back and down. You're going to take that right leg and bring that knee forward. And you're just going to hinge forward on that left knee. So you're stretching and opening up through the hip flexor, just relaxing the shoulder, not forcing it, just letting that stretch happen, especially from the lunges and the squats. You can always press a little deeper into it as you're stretching. You might be able to go a little bit further. And then we're going to release. We're going to just straighten that right leg, and then you're going to push your weight back so you're lengthening out through the back of that hamstring on the right leg. And you can just stay here. You don't have to press. You can reach towards the toes if you want. Otherwise, just kind of press into it. Nice deep breath. Relax. And again, this one too, you might feel yourself relaxing into the stretch a little bit more as you take those nice deep breaths. And then we're going to release, press the toes down, and come up. From here, still staying on the same side, we're going to hinge forward, and then if it's comfortable, bring the hands to the floor and lengthen out that stretch. So now the left leg is a little bit longer as the forearms come to the floor. If you can't bring the forearms to the floor, you could just keep the hands on the floor next to your foot. So you might have to kind of adjust where you are. And as you stretch into it, you might be able to go a little bit deeper. You're kind of stretching through the back of hips and glutes on that right side as well. Nice deep breath. And then we're going to slowly press back up. Bring that right leg back. The left leg comes forward. And you're just going to hinge forward. So you stretch the hip flexor now on that right side. Shoulders down and relax. Nice deep breath. So as I relax into the stretch, I can feel myself going a little bit deeper. Really letting it relax. And we're going to release. We're going to extend that left leg. And you can just kind of hinge forward. You can reach the head towards the knee. That will deepen the stretch if you need it. You could just stay up here, pressing the weight back. You can reach for the toes. There's lots of ways you can make this work for you. Everybody's body is a little bit different and bends a little differently. So if it's not comfortable, find what works for you, whether it's up a little bit taller, reaching the head forward. Nice deep breaths. And we're going to release, press the toes down, get into position so that knee is back in line with that ankle. You can bring the hands to the floor and extend that right leg back a little bit more, or just stay up on hands. And kind of try to almost straighten that back leg. And then we're going to slowly release out of that. You can come to standing. We're going to take the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back, and then if it's comfortable, you can pull the arms away from the body so you can stretch the front of chest and shoulder. And then release the hands, roll the shoulders in, reach the arms up, just lean back slightly, and then bring it back to center. Lean back slightly so you lengthen out through your abs. And in, one more time, gentle lean back. And in, relax the shoulders, take a nice deep breath up. Relax and open. Good work, everybody. Thanks for joining me.